Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, happy Q&A Tuesday. As y'all know, going forward, I will be going live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. for your homeschool questions. And then on every Thursday at 4 p.m. for your TCY Thursday, which is Take Care of Yourself Thursday. Okay. Let me share this into a couple of groups. And I will get started. Actually, I'm sharing it into a lot of groups. Let's see here. Let's see. Almost done, guys. Okay, so today I'm actually at home in my office, still doing a little bit of work. As you saw, maybe on my other post, we're a little delayed today. It's raining here, and when it rains, we kind of get lazy. We take our time. I don't know, something about the rain just makes you want to get back in the bed. So we were kind of late running a little bit, so that kind of pushed my live schedule. And y'all know that, of course, homeschool is more important than my live schedule. So I had to extend a little bit. So we didn't finish till about 5 minutes ago. Then I had to run in and take my hair down and, wash my face and put my contacts in and make me look somewhat presentable. Hopefully I'm not looking a full mess. But anyway, let's get started. So, hey, this is your girl Sean with Homeschooling with Sean here on Tuesday, Q&A Tuesday, to answer your questions. These are questions that were asked to me directly or were sent to me via email or messenger about either homeschool issues or something I previously said in one of my other videos. So if you're watching this video on the replay, hashtag homeschooling with Sean so I can give you a shout out and show you some love, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first question is, how do I know if my kids are doing great at homeschool? So basically they were saying, how do I know if my kids are progressing, if they're understanding what's happening in when you're homeschooling? Texas does not require us to test, thank God. But I know there are a lot of states that do require testing. If you want testing, there are options where you can test your child. If you have to test, hey, Bonnie, how you doing? If you want to test, you can. It's up to you as far as that's concerned. But what I typically do is I quiz them on the concept. If they can relay the concept to me without me prompting them, without me asking questions or leading them kind of in a direction, if they can answer it to me, for me, then I know that they understand that concept. So for instance, like right now with multiplication, we're working on multiplication. We're going into 2 and 3 digit multiplication for my youngest. When he can explain to me how to do it, he can walk me through it, several different problems, not easy ones, not too hard in the middle, but just different problems. When he can walk me through that, that's when I know that he has grasped that concept and we move forward. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you. I know that states do require testing, but Texas doesn't. But if you want to test your child, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. There are some things that we do test on. We test on Spanish because Spanish is difficult for us. For some reason, it takes us a little bit longer to get it. I'm even doing it with the kids and I struggle as well. And so, hey, LaShonda. Oh, hey, girl. Hey. I even I struggle too with that. So we actually test for that. So we go through the lesson and then I go back through it after I check the work and make sure that they're doing okay and that they understand what they're doing. And then we actually do a test. I write up a test for them to do it. Of course, they don't really know it's a test. They don't really care, but I am testing them. On math, my high schooler, because she's earning credits to get into a 4-year college or to get into the Art Institute, whatever the case may be, she actually does take math tests at the end of each, I guess you would say, section that we do. So like right now she's doing pre-algebra and going into geometry. So right now she's testing in that particular area. So, I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. The next one is, who does the teaching in my family? Well, I do the teaching in my family as far as the books are concerned, but I also outsource. I have a wonderful mentor. She doesn't know she's my mentor. She's going to watch this video and go, what? But Dr. Shiva Quinn, who teaches the kids, teaches my kids certain subjects. So I outsource. I know that there are other people that outsource as well, but I outsource some of the subjects. One of the subjects that I stink at is history. I don't like history. It's boring to me, but I don't want my kids to feel the exact same way as I do. So I find somebody that's passionate about that particular subject and ask them to teach that. So that's what I do. I outsource. And then my mother and my father and my husband do more of the life skill type things. So like my father will take them and they'll go build and they'll go do all kind of stuff around the house. They'll paint, they'll cut the grass, they'll use different types of tools. They'll, like right now, I think they have a project where they're building, hey, Christy, where they're building something with a cement block. I don't know, something that they're doing. But they do that. So, they do that with him. And then my mom, of course, you know how it is, guys. You know, my mom, when I was a kid, boy, she was something else. But with these grandbabies, she's just as loving. Not saying she wasn't loving with me, but she's special to them and they have a special relationship. So she teaches them all kind of cooking and, oh, what do you do about this? And what if this happens? And what if that? So my parents and my husband do more of the life skill type thing. My husband, you know, he cooks and he smokes meat. We have a smoking business. So we smoke turkey, brisket, fried turkeys, ribs, do all that kind of stuff. He teaches them that kind of stuff. He likes to cook. He does all that kind of stuff. So that's how the teaching works in our family. It says, the next question says, how do I teach my children to respect my personal space and time in the bathroom? Okay, so this goes back to my video on Thursday. On Thursday, it was Take Care of Yourself Thursday, and I was stating how the bathroom is my personal time. And one of the moms asked, how do you get to the bathroom and use the restroom or not use the restroom? Just go into the bathroom and get 5 minutes of peace without your kids interrupting you. We have trained our children that when we go into the restroom, that is our personal time. And unless you're dying, bleeding to death, the house is on fire, anything like that, then it's not, you shouldn't be interrupting us. Allow us to use the restroom in peace without you knocking on the door. And so what I would suggest is, if they're young, start small. So maybe start with them sitting in your bed or sitting on the floor, reading a book and practicing for a couple minutes, not interrupting you. Just kind of sitting there doing their own thing and problem solving anything that they can do. And then maybe as they get older, start bigger. My kids are bigger, so we've been doing this for a while. So I just go and I'm like, hey, I'm going to the restroom. Don't knock on my door. I'll be back. Like, don't, if, you know, hold on a second, just give me a minute. So it's all up to you. Just start small. So a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, you know, hey, mom's going to go in the office for a couple minutes. You know, would you like to watch TV in the meantime, or would you like to read this book? Why don't you sit on the floor and read your book while I work? Just give me a couple minutes. And you work those 2 minutes up to 5 minutes, those 5 minutes up to 10 minutes, those 10 minutes up to 15 minutes, so that you get the break that you need. Because honestly, our kids are with us all day, and it is unhealthy for us to sit there frustrated and angry and upset because something is going wrong or because we need a break, and not say to our children, baby, I need some time. Just, can mommy have some time? Can I just have 5 or 10 minutes? Is that, you know, can we do that? Let's find you something to do. What would you like to do in this 5 or 10 minutes? Would you like to read a book? Would you like to go watch your favorite kids video on YouTube? Would you like to draw? What would you like to do? If you don't lay out the expectation, the kids are never going to learn that. They're never going to learn it. The next thing is, how do all of your kids use the same set of math books, and do I make copies of the pages? So let me see if I can reach one. Hold on one second. So our kids are currently using the Learn Math Fast system, which I love. And all 3 kids are all 3 different levels. I have an elementary student, I have a middle school student, I have a high school student. This was recommended to me by Shelly. Shelly with Homeschooling 101, and our family, we love it. And what it is just a workbook. You can print off, it gives off the lessons. Mind you, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just telling you what worked for us. I'm not getting anything out of this. So it goes through the lesson step by step, and then it gives them a worksheet for each lesson. It has reviews. It has an end of chapter or end of book test. And even has the answers in the back with the problems worked out, so you can go through it and do that way. Guys, I can't see any comments, so if you're saying something, I'm sorry. Let me get on my phone real quick and see what we got. So we like that version. That's what we like. That's what we do. We do not make copies. Each kid has spirals. When Staples had their, back to school sale, whatever the case may be, we went to Staples and we loaded up on spiral notebooks. So each kid has a spiral notebook. Each kid has a spiral notebook for each subject. And so math spiral, and they answer the questions on the math spiral. So they put the date, they put their whatever worksheet or test or review or whatever the case may be on there, and then they put the answers and they show all their work in their spiral. And I just match it up together. That's how we do that. So we use all one set of books and we just answer accordingly. Okay. The next one is, let's see. What does it mean when you say delayed obedience is still disobedience, and how do you discipline? Okay. So I saved this one for last because this is a little different. So our family, we're working on being obedient. So my boys, I'll say, hey, kid, go take the dishes out the dishwasher. And I'll walk and I'll go find something to do. And 20 minutes later, the dishes will still not be out of the dishwasher. And so our focus on our family right now is knowing that delayed disobedience, so taking your time to follow specific instructions, is just as being as disobedient. They don't want to be disobedient. They don't want the consequences that come with being disobedient. So when they connect delayed obedience with disobedience, it clicks in their head for some reason. So our expectation is when we ask you to do something, whatever it may be pick up that sock up off the floor, go take the dishes out the dishwasher, take the garbage out. We expect that in that moment, when we ask you to do it, you do that immediately. And so because our kids understand that there are consequences when you are disobedient, connection between delayed obedience and disobedience has really helped our family. So we have, it was getting out of hand a little bit for us because, I forget, hey, pick up that sock, and then I'll go do something and come back. And then 20 minutes later, that sock is still sitting there. And I'm thinking to myself, like, am I crazy? Did I really tell them to pick up that sock? Like, yeah, I did. I did tell them to pick up that sock. Why is that sock still sitting there? And so that's when it comes into play where we're going, hey, we don't care what kind of disobedience it is. We don't care if it's delayed. We don't care if you just flat out disobey us. If you disobey us, there are consequences. Here are the consequences, and this is what you need to do to prevent that from happening. Now, the consequences could be anything that you choose. It could be go to your room, lose your TV time for the day, lose your game time. Like, our kids only play the game systems on the weekend. If we tell them they can't play the game system for one of the days out of those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they lose it. Like, that's the end of the world. It could be anything that you choose for it to be. So like I told you guys, I wasn't going to be before you long. I'm going to go through the comments and see anything else. Let's see. I'm going to go on my phone, guys, because it's not showing. Hey, Bonnie, you said, hey, Sean, new to your videos. Hey, glad you showed up. LaShonda, hey, girl, hey. Hey, hon. Hey, Christy. And you do life school, too. I know you guys are great at it. And then we use Learn Math Fast, too. We love it. Yeah, Learn Math Fast is, listen, guys, I stunk at math. When I was in school, I messed up. I didn't flunk, but I did poor. That was like the worst grade I ever got in high school. And so then I went and I took it with another teacher and I passed it. And so when math came in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to outsource math because I don't get it. I don't understand it. My husband's like, I get it, but I don't remember it. And so when we came across these books from Shelley, like, it was a true blessing because it walks it out step by step. It gives you I wish I had book 1 so I could show you for the little kids how simple it is, but it gives you everything. Like, it gives you a full, I don't know if you can see it, but it gives you a full-fledged lesson, tells you how to describe it. And my kids, they do that as independent work. Unless they need me, they do it on their own. It explains everything to them. I don't have to do anything. So couple quick announcements before I go. Let's see. If you're watching the replay, you know how we do it. Hashtag homeschooling with Sean so I can shout you out. If you have any questions for Q&A Tuesdays, go ahead and send them to me via Messenger or email them to me with homeschoolingwithsean@gmail.com. Let's see. I was supposed to pin a comment and I forgot. Let me see if I can do that right now. It's not going to let me pin it. But hey, if you have any questions, don't forget that tomorrow is my first group coaching homeschool session. It's only $10. In the comment that I just posted, there's the link and the Google Doc to sign up for it. I'm excited for it. I had some people sponsor. They were so happy about it and excited about the information that was being given that they actually sponsored a couple of people. So that was a blessing, but I'm excited. I'm prepped. I'm ready to go. Got some things to learn and some things to look up, but I'm excited about it. So don't forget about my group coaching session tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all, I have so much going on with kids, basketball, soccer, online class. I have so many times, but I put the comment in there. I tried to pin it. It won't let me pin it, but look at my comment. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see y'all on Thursday for Take Care of Yourself Thursday. Bye.